important to have a plan and understand what your goals are.
In fact, my camel out there is suffering right now with a broken back.
So I actually found Pepe when it was only a couple of hours old, and I'm like, oh, this is a funny meme.
Oh my god.
Yo! Who is this Degen?
The old man is swing trading over years at a time. And it's like, that's where the real money is made.
The answer is a permanent loss. With single-sided staking, you don't have to worry about impermanent loss.
Really, at the end of the day, it's just the matter of a macro market. It's just what happens.
If you're aware, if you're disciplined, you can hone that into further financial growth.
Financial freedom, so where you can actually live life and not have to be constantly living paycheck to paycheck. I mean, that's the ultimate goal, more or less, right?
Our content cannot and does not contain crypto financial advice. The crypto financial information is provided for general informational and education purposes only. It is not a substitute for professional advice. I don't know if I can read that. Oh, I can't read the whole thing. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, crypto degenerates, ducks and squirrels, welcome to this here episode number 69,420 version 2.0. I am your host, Will Stevenson. For those of you guys that don't know, I am one of the hosts here on the Degen Roundtable. I'm an iron worker that travels around the United States and talks to assholes such as yourselves about cryptocurrency from time to time. I'm trying something a little bit new. I don't have any support or any cast or crew tonight, so this is all just a solo show. It's not my first time doing a solo show here on the Degen Roundtable, but it is something that is a little bit tricky. So we're starting the night off the proper way with the little campfire. So what I'm going to be doing as we are going through the show is I'm going to be feeding the fire and making it go alive so as to warm your hearts with this brand new year that is happening. For those of you guys that don't know, one of the things that makes fires go faster is if you pour a little bit of air onto those flames. So we're going to be, oh, fuck, that's going real fucking good. Anyways, we're going to be doing that periodically throughout the night. So let me know if my house starts burning the fuck down, and hop on into the comments, and we're going to have a good time. We're going to talk about a couple of cool things today. There's some really neat news going on in the Pulsechain ecosystem. A good friend of mine, Mr. Eco Builder, is starting up a really cool project that I think you guys are going to be super stoked about. So I'll be giving a little bit of a teaser for that. But greetings for those of you that are new to the whole cryptocurrency space or new to the whole crypto world. If this is the first place that you're coming, like, my hat's out to you. We welcome you guys heart to heart. Shit, I normally have a whole intro thing for the show. We normally introduce the people that are on with us, and we talk about what's new and exciting with the folks at home and with the folks on the panel. So things that are new and exciting with me, I'm still up here in New Hampshire for the next 2 or 3 days, and then I'm rocking and rolling my way over to West Virginia, where I will be working on some towers down there. And so for those of you guys that are over in the West Virginia area, or I think near Huntington, West Virginia, if you're over by West Virginia or Kentucky, that's where I'm going to be rolling to in the near future. So shout out to you guys that are over there. That's the stuff that's going on with me. Other than that, the crypto sphere has been pretty boring. We've been bouncing up and down in the little 90,000, between 90,000 and 100,000 area for Bitcoin in the last week or so. So that's been what's going on over there. Before we get too far into the details of what's going on with the show, we're going to do everyone's favorite part of the motherfucking show, which is chat motherfucking shoutouts, where we shout you guys out for interacting with us as much as we love you guys, catching us on the replay. Those of you guys that are watching live and sending me messages and things and sending the team messages and things, we will go through. This is the part of the show where we go through you guys' chats. Apologies if I seem brain foggy right now. I'm trying to do 7 things all at once. So we're going to do chat shoutouts where we recognize you guys for interacting with us. First and foremost in the chat shoutouts, we've got none other than Mr. Moonpilled Rational Optics saying D-Gens Assemble with a little UM. What is UM? I'm in a StreamYard right now, so if I probably have to pull up YouTube. I'm going to presume that that's a flag or an emoji of some sort. StreamYard does not show all of the emojis that YouTube has available. So shout out to you, Mr. Moonpilled Rational Optics, an OG member of the Degen Roundtable community. Plans for a New Year's stream. I don't have plans as of yet. I will be physically on the road during New Year's. I will be driving, so we'll see if we can do some sort of New Year's stream. Let me look at the calendar, as a matter of fact. New Year's is Wednesday. Well. So it looks like a Whiskey Wednesday Whiskey Wednesday is probably what's going to be happening on that particular day. So you guys can look forward to a little community Whiskey Wednesday. We will basically throw out a little StreamYard invite for all the folks at home who are watching us live or over in the Telegram, and we'll basically just do a little community thing. So absolutely right, Mr. Moonfield Rational Optics. That's what we will be doing for New Year's. Next up in chat shoutouts, we've got the Ascending Man, another member of the Degen Roundtable. Fucking good to see you, Nate. He is saying smashing it. Welcome, broski. I'm glad to hear that I'm smashing it because I'm kind of, firing on all cylinders here. So we'll see. Not only do I have to keep this fire alive in the background, but I also got to keep this show alive. So let's see if I'm up to the task, and we can talk about all the cool things that are happening in the ecosystem and in the crypto sphere and everything else. And apparently, today is Sunday football night. My guys, sheesh. Excellent. I'm glad that you have found a sports ball team that are fantastic and that you like. I don't know a whole lot about sports ball, and yes, Will go sports ball. He totally anticipated what I was gonna say. That's fucking awesome. This is like 30 minutes ago that he was putting these notes. So that's freaking awesome. Good to see you, Nate. Welcome, and I hope that your sports ball team does the best. They're way better than the enemy team sports ball guys. Those guys suck, and I hate them so much, whoever they are. So good to see, and I'm glad that you guys are doing good stuff. Mr. K Hudson is next up in the chat shout out saying, "Go Dogs." Yes, I presume you're talking about the hot dog team, which is the opposition to Nate's sports ball team. So Team Hot Dogs versus Team Hamburgers is probably what we got going on there. Good to see you, Mr. K Hudson. Welcome to the stream. Glad we could have you. After that, Moonpilled Rational Optics. Nate, did one team run the puck and score more bucket goals than the other team players? All right, so we got a little bit of fun going on here. I have to admit, I learned all my sports ball lingo from Cappy. Shout out to Aaron Clary, by the way, for those of you guys who know who Aaron Clary is. That's a little inside baseball gang there. Next up in the chat shoutouts, we've got Frank White with the bang bang Degen gang. Bang bang to you too, good sir. It's good to see you, Mr. Frank White. Welcome to the stream. Glad we could have you with us tonight. And speaking of people we're glad to have with us, we've got none other than Chad Donnerschwanz, everyone's favorite Pepe astronaut, ripped man on the moon, hoping us all a very, very, very merry hello to the fellow based crypto bros. It's good to see you, Chad. Welcome to the stream. Glad that we could have you. After that, Nate, lol, the Packers. I'm guessing the Packers. I think it's the Packers. The Packers and the Vikings played each other. The Vikings are going for the number 1 seed in the playoffs. I don't know what that means. Maybe they're turning into farmers or something, and they're going to be planting some seeds pretty soon. So good to hear. I'm glad to see that the farmers are that the Vikings are finally starting to take up farming, and they're not going to be raiding and pillaging and plundering anymore. So that's pretty cool. Next up, we got Sham Jones. It's all over. I lost my life savings to Pulsechain. Good sir. You're lost if you sell. If you don't sell, it's not lost. It's just theoretical losses. So you can either stack your portfolio, or you can sit tight and hold, or you can just, you could realize that loss and sell everything. So good to see you, Sham Jones. Welcome to the channel. I believe I've not seen you here before. So if you've lost your life savings to Pulsechain, you have no one to blame but yourself. Remember, everybody, none of the stuff we talk about on the show is financial advice, but everyone is responsible for every single button that they click, every single trigger that they pull, whether they're doing a green buy or a red sell. It's all on you guys. Next up, we've got Crypto Compassion. Shout out to the Pulsechain fam. Yes, indeed, Mr. Crypto Compassion. Shout out to the Pulsechain family as well. I've got a lot of Pulsechain merch up on my wall over there. So shout out to everyone in the Pulsechain community, all the Pulsechain people. But by the way, if you guys want to be a part of the Pulsechain conference going on in Las Vegas on March 6th through 9th, it's 369. You guys can go over to pulsechaintour.com and use promo code DEGEN, DEGEN. I don't know if the code is still valid, but it's been valid for the last August, September, October, November, December, 5 months. It's been valid for the last 5 months. So if you guys go roll on over there, there might still be a discount. It's nowhere near the discount that it was in the beginning, but who knows? You guys go on over to pulsechaintour.com, promo code DEGEN, spelled the exact same way that it sounds, DEGEN, and you might be able to get a nice little discount on your ticket to the Pulsechain tour. Next up, Sham Jones. Interpol is getting his fat ass, his fat arse. Must be an Irishman. I don't know. We'll see if Interpol gets his fat. I don't know if he's. Oh, he's probably not talking about Trump. He's probably talking about Ricardo Corazon, good old Richard Hart. There was some good stuff going on earlier in the week about Interpol trying to like put out a warrant for Richard Hart or something in Finland, and it was just a big fat nothing burger. As far as I'm concerned, I thought it was quite funny. Like Interpol's got a lot of silly things going on. They're a government agency just like any other one, so I don't necessarily trust them. Moonpilled Rational Optics. Yes, sir. I am doing a solo stream tonight. I'm used to being able to talk to people, which is going to be the interesting thing about tonight. So apologies if I get a little bit long-winded because that's literally the only way to do stuff. I'm going to be relying on you guys in the chats for lots of information and lots of feedback and stuff. Sham Jones, you streamer, all are complicit. Yes, of course I'm complicit, sir. I've done everything wrong and I've done nothing right, and I've done nothing wrong and also everything right. So yeah, I'm absolutely complicit. I am 100% guilty for all of the things that I do, and I'm 100% innocent of all the things that I don't do. So take that with a grain of salt. I'm glad that we have you here, and I'm glad that you're bringing us this valuable attention economy and that you're interacting with us as well. So you're 100% right. I am totally complicit. I've done everything, much like how you hear those what is it, like how rappers like will sing about stuff that they did in their songs and then go to court over it or some shit like that. This is super fun. Good to see you, Sham Jones, and appreciate it. You're a funny troll. Perhaps it's good. It's best to give. Oh my God, Zaraki. It's best to give the trolls as much food as you can, because they honestly bring a lot of attention to the chain. So, if they're talking about things that you like, then give them all of the stuff that they deserve. I hope you guys lose it all. I hope you lose it all too, Mr. Sham Jones. Thank you so much for the chats. This is fantastic. And we all love you too, Mr. Random Internet Person. Yes, this is great. Mr. Hexagon Lost in Asia is still DCAing into the Pulsechain ecosystem. That's, it's not a bad time to do so, sir. It is not a bad time to do so. There's a lot of good price opportunities and lots of downward price action happening in the recent past. So this is a good time to DCA if you're still looking to get the better prices than what they were just but a couple weeks or maybe even a month ago. So excellent and good to hear. Glad that we could have you out here, Mr. Hexagon Lost in Asia. Next up, we've got Mr. West. What's up, Degen fam? Been out on vacation, but never too far gone. Absolutely right. Good to see that you're back, amigo. Welcome. We're always nothing but a YouTube click away. So come on over, join us here on the Degen Roundtable. We'll chat about all sorts of cool things and all sorts of fun times. Next up, we've got Moonpilled Rational Optics agreeing with Mr. Hexagon Lost in Asia. Same here. And then we've got Jason Smith with the little smiley face. Good to see you, Jason. Welcome to the stream, and glad that we could have you. We've also got my brother, Mr. Samuel Stevenson. I think. Like. Absolutely. Like that like button. Smash that like button. Subscribe. Become a member. Do all those things. Just kidding. Only do one thing. I only want you guys to do one thing, and that one thing is smash that like button. You don't have to do any fucking thing else. Just smash that like button. Let me know what's going on, and we will get right back on into it. After that, we've got Mr. Conspiracy Crypto, my good friend Ramon Carrillo. Ramon Carrillo, by the way, if you guys don't know, he runs a show over there on Conspiracy Crypto where he talks to flat earthers, where he talks to crypto conspiracy theorists, where he talks to just like all around cool people. And Ramon's an awesome dude, so I highly recommend you guys go check out his show. He does some great stuff over there. So shout out to you, Ramon, a good IRL real life friend of mine. Glad to see you in the comments, amigo. And then Sham Jones, just trolling you. Much love. Yes, amigo, exactly. Much love to everybody. Nothing but positivity and stuff here in the Degen Roundtable. So we are all gonna make it. Auntie Carol will dismiss. Who knows? I'm not sure exactly what Auntie Carol's gonna do, but something's gonna happen. So we will see. Shout out to Judge Auntie Carol. Like over at the I was actually present over at the hearing in New York, and I will just say that it was super awesome to see everything going on over there. Like just the way that the Richard Hart lawyers presented all of the information and the way that they answered all of the judges' questions and all of the stuff that they did was just super cool, very professional. and gave me great confidence in the ecosystem that we're in. If you guys will excuse me one moment, it's time to fucking crank up that fire. So first thing I do is I take this here little, oh man, this bitch is hot as hell. I can feel that on my back. I don't know if you guys can see, but the fire is starting to get a little bit crazier, get a little bit bigger. I'm about to rearrange the logs here so that way they start burning a little bit more efficiently. Right now, there's too much space in between the logs. For those of you guys that don't know a whole lot about fire, you generally want the logs to be close enough to each other that there's a little bit of an air gap, but also there's a lot of heat being transferred between all of them. So right now I've taken, I'll show you this log a little bit. Oh, fuck, I've got a wire on my webcam. God damn it. Well, anyways, I've taken this log right here and I've moved it from being horizontal to now being vertical. One of the things, if you guys got a little bit of fire safety here with Will, one of the things about logs is that if they're horizontal, they will burn slower than if they're vertical. So because I have taken this fella right here and tilted him up like that, in between this horizontal log and this horizontal log, and he's currently resting on, you can't really see it very well, but there's a horizontal log in the back to make like a little can't be showing you my ammo cans and all my guns and things on stream, otherwise YouTube will kick me out. But if you oh shoot, what's my camera angle? There we go. If you tilt the fire, the logs like that, then you get a better little fire. As you guys can see, fire is going nice and pretty like right now. So here we are. We've got our fire going. We've got our campfire stories ready. I've got Telegram ready to pull up and talk to you guys about news stuff. But before I get into the news of what's been going on since around about December 20th, which is where I'm going to start my little news broadcast thing, is I'm going to talk to you first about my good friend EcoBuilder. So for those of you guys that don't know, there's a kick-ass amigo in the Pulsechain ecosystem named EcoBuilder. And what he does is he heads up a lot of the hex design stuff where they, oh, son of a gun. I shouldn't have done that. Ah, dang it. I've ruined all of my tabs and everything. There's a cool amigo in the hex ecosystem named EcoBuilder, and he's the one that heads up all the hex mailing campaign stuff, him alongside Mr. Togosh. And he's starting a new project in the cryptocurrency space. And let me see if I can pull up the little linkity link right here, right now. But it's basically, if you guys are familiar with the Hex Foodies chat, oh man, why can I not see this? If you guys are familiar with the Hex Foodies chat, that's the place where like the Hex Guild members and all those amigos go. Aha, here we go. So I will go ahead and do my share screen. Let's see what this share screen does. Oh God, that's ugly. What a terrible aspect ratio. Oh my goodness. All right. Let me see if I can fix this. Okay. We're going to crunch that in sideways. Does that do anything? No, it does not do anything. What if I'll bring this down. There we go. Okay. So for those of you guys that don't know, Hex Guild is a super cool little hex Telegram chat where it's about hexagons who eat organic food and produce enough to help basically make more food every year. So these guys are super awesome. Shout out to a wild SJ who showed me about this little community. But the Hex Guild fellers, they have started creating a this cool little, oh shoot, oh dang it, I gotta share a new screen. Hang on. All right, guys, bear with me because I'm learning everything as we do it live. But essentially, I'll just read this off so that you guys can already see it. Oh no, hang on. Stop sharing. Go to present the share screen. Pick a window. My goodness. Aha, there we are. Okay, sweet. So this is what we want to see. All right, so there's this cool little thing going on over in the Hex community where Mr. EcoBuilder has this idea of a reality TV show where it's basically Pulsechain members go and hang out for 2 weeks in a little house or in a little community or in something of that nature over in the greater Los Angeles area. And you basically wander around interacting with people and getting filmed for 2 weeks to create this super cool little reality TV show where there's a $10,000 prize for everything that's going on. So basically, this reality TV show will unfuck your life. Players compete for field prizes and crowd pools. Apply now. Send your audition tapes to EcoBuilder X account It's a 14-day little dealio starting on February 27th, and basically this is the this is his little copywriting for it so far, and his little theoretical idea of the Noobs Decentralized. But basically, all this stuff is still in the cooking phase. So we're coming up with ideas. We're seeing who's all interested in being a player in this ecosystem, and who all's interested in going out there and interacting with people, going to coffee shops, going to like the store, going and like meeting random people off the street, trying to get some sort of pulse chain interaction with a random stranger once a day for 14 days in the Los Angeles area. So that's the general idea of this, and it's designed to bring eyeballs to pulse chain. It's designed for you guys to have fun. It's designed for you guys to go out there and make some cool videos, and make some good content. Go meet some cool people and do some awesome stuff. And if you guys are interested in being one of the applicants, I've already put in an application video. I think there's 6 or 7 of us, but if you guys swing on over, hang on, damn it, I'm trying to figure out how to switch my share screens to a different window without opening and closing it again. But it seems that this is effectively the way to do it as of now. So if you guys hop on over to the over to this Telegram over there, as you guys can see, t.me/hex foodies. That is the name of this little chat. You guys can put in an audition tape over there, or you can go to Eco Builder, which I will. Oh, son of a gun! You can go to Eco Builders. Where is the members? There's the members. You can go to Eco Builders little page right over here at / ecobuild_David_hex_OG. You find him in here, his communication, his little thingamajigger in this Telegram. You send him a video of like, hey, like I'm Will Stevenson. I do the Degen Roundtable. I'm a Marine. I'm a crypto investor. I'm a marksmanship instructor. Blah da da da. You send him like a little video of yourself talking about like who you are, what you do, why you want to be on the show, or whatever the heck, and he will you'll be put into the batch of contenders for this little show that he is running, this cool little concept that they're coming up with. So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's super cool. I'm super stoked to see what he's got going on with it. So I will go ahead and drop the link right now. So copy link. I will put that on in the live stream chats. So t.me/hex foodies. That is the Telegram group that you want to go to if you're interested in being a member or a person. Well, you can join the chats and just see what they've got going on in their chats over there, because it's super cool and awesome anyways. Or you can go to the other place to find Eco Builder. Let's see if I have him. I know I have him on X somewhere. My goodness. Oh, son of a gun. I can't find him on X. Eco Builder, apologies, amigo. I can't pull up your I'm having a difficult time pulling up. Oh, son of a gun. And I just minimized the screen. Man, I'm just doing everything correct today, aren't I? So let's see. So you guys can find Davin. You can find Eco Builder over here. t.me/hex foodies, owned by this dude, ecobuild_Davin_hexog. So that's where all his information is. You just send him a direct message on Telegram, or you join this little guild member. You go over to the Reality TV section, and you put in your information in there, and that's what will allow you to be a part of this little thingamajigger. So these are a bunch of unread messages in the main chat. Oh, I need to go to the Reality TV. Oh yeah, so that's the other thing. After you get into this chat, go over to the Reality TV topic, and that's where all this information can be found. So this is all the stuff going on. These, like, he's got a whole bunch of ideas, whole bunch of there's his Eco Builder. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna grab his Twitter account as well, and I will post that up. So if you guys want to message him on Twitter, if you're not active on the if you're not active on Telegram, then hit up Davin over on Twitter. Oh, son of a gun, I put a 0 in there. Dang it. It is just Eco Builder without the 0. Oops, apologies. All right, let me see if I can delete that chat. Delete comment. Bam. Okay, sweet. Yeah. So x.com/eco builder without the E in builder. So BUILDR. Send him a message over there. Make a little video describing who you are, what the sort of things are that you do, what the stuff is that you're interested in, like how much you like pulse chain and salesmanship and all that good stuff. And It'll be super fun, fancy, and awesome. And that's the general idea with that. We're going to add another piece of wood to this campfire. And then we're going to go ahead and hop right on into the campfire stories portion of the show. So, because we're already in Telegram, let's see. Is this my Telegram tab? It is not my Telegram tab. There's my Telegram tab. Haha. So, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize that so you guys can't see all the silly things going on over here. All right, so let's check it out. We're going to go to this little crypto whale over here. So, crypto news, the part of the show you guys have all been waiting for. This is, as you guys can see up here, it says December 20th. So, what? Oh, dang it. It's not showing it anymore. Oh, there we go. All right, so December 20th. So, we're quite a bit back in the past right now. So, we're going to be covering a lot of the crypto news of the stuff that's been happening over the last 10 days or something like that. Where we just kind of glance over these headlines, maybe do like a little reaction or two here and there. Maybe just kind of check some things out. Obviously, the price action is not relevant anymore, but you guys can sort of kind of see a little bit of a historical context of what prices have been doing based on what you thought your TA was going to be and things of that nature. So this just in on December 20th, which let me take a look at my calendar here. December 20th was 2 Fridays ago. So not last Friday where we did our, actually, December 20th was the last time that we did a book club stream. So Tornado Cash co-founder Roman Storm is pushing to have his criminal charges dismissed following a court ruling that the Treasury overstepped its authority by unlawfully sanctioning the crypto mixer. So this is actually some pretty cool news. I like this particular headline because I'm a big fan. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm a big fan of Tornado Cash in concept. I've never actually used the thing, so I don't exactly know how it works. But I like the idea of privacy, and I like the fact that that we're getting a little bit of pushback, and that we're getting a little bit of what looks like correction in the legal system and in the governmental world regarding stuff going on in the privacy section for cryptocurrency. What used to be the case, for those of you guys that are brand new to cryptocurrency, Tornado Cash is essentially a privacy thing. So the way that it works is you send in like 1 Ethereum or 10 Ethereum or 100 Ethereum or 1,000 Ethereum, whatever logarithmic number of Ethereum you want. And I don't know the exact details, but basically everyone sends in and receives the exact same amount out of this process and this protocol. So what you do is you send in, we'll just say 1 Ethereum, right? You send in 1 Ethereum, you get a super special magical password. You create another wallet that has nothing to do with anything that you currently have. You go back into the protocol, you take your magical little password and you say, hey, send, because you basically got like a magical thing that says, hey, I have permission to take 1 Ethereum out because I put 1 Ethereum in, right? And the more people that put their Ethereum in, the more complicated and mixed up it gets, right? So if there's only 1 person using the protocol, then congratulations, like who's putting in the money and taking it out. But if there's 200 people putting in money and 200 people taking it out, now you have to do 200 times the amount of detective work in order to figure out the way that everything works. So anyways, I don't know the ins and outs and the details of Tornado Cash, but that's essentially what it is. It's a thing that allows you to keep privacy in your cryptocurrency system. For the folks at home that don't really understand, basically everything that happens in the crypto sphere is public. Everything on the blockchain is everyone can see every single transaction that's made. So if someone figures out what your identity is and they can tie that to a wallet, then they can then theoretically tie that to all the other wallets that you interact with and see like, oh, you own this, you own that, you interact with this protocol, you interact with that protocol, and it basically removes all of your privacy and all of your security. So if you want to retain privacy and security, one thing you can do is you can employ a mixer protocol, such as Tornado Cash. Now, they ran into some legal trouble because the government decided like, hey, if you want to, keep your stuff private, then you must be a criminal and a terrorist. And so they put Tornado Cash user wallets on like this fucking crazy watch list. And that whole thing isn't totally at an end, but we're moving in the direction for the government to they're starting to get sued and there's starting to be rulings and there's steps that are being taken towards the direction that gives us a little bit more confidence, like, oh, this is not going to be a problem forever. And we actually there's a potential happily ever after that could come as a result of the story. So it's super cool to see. It's really fun. And I'm super glad to see that this is actually happening. So shout out to Roman Storm, shout out to Tornado Cash. And I love to see more tools being created that gives people like opportunity to like use the tools that exist in the crypto space. Next up, let's take a look at this. What's this campfire story? Jim Cramer advises buying, not selling during market downturns. Oh no. So for those of you that know, Jim Cramer is something of an inverse oracle god. Everyone likes to joke that Jim Cramer basically gets it wrong about 70% of the time. So if you do the opposite of what Jim Cramer says, then like you're set to go pretty good. The problem is that he advises buying during market downturns. So it's like, so he's giving good advice, but he's not saying what to do at the time. So this is interesting. I've studied every faux shutdown since Bill Clinton's time. So a lot of people react angrily to this and give it the clown emoji, give it a little poop, just because, you know, Jim Cramer's a silly goose and things like that. So this is fun to see. Here we go. Jim Cramer, buy the JIP. Justin Sun bought more. Crypto Capo, the bottom is in. These guys are generally like opposite signals. So whenever you hear Jim Cramer say something, you're like, oh no, must be the opposite. Justin Sun, also, I think he's the guy who created the Tron network or something like that. When he's talking about buying more, he's a very, very, very public figure. So this could be an inverse signal. And then Crypto Capo is also one of the guys that when I think as the story goes, and correct me if I'm wrong here, I could be very, very wrong about this, but back when FTX finally collapsed in 2022, I'm pretty sure that Crypto Capo said like, snap, this is it. And he was he was like one of the last people to be bullish in the like during the bear market. He was like, you know, we've hit 15,000. Like we're still going to go up. It's still going to be great. And then FTX collapsed. And then Crypto Capo was like, son of a bitch. Well, I guess we're going lower from here. And when he finally capitulated, that's when the bull market started. And instead of going down to 11,000, Bitcoin went from 15 and just started like going up from there until it, you know, it's where it is today. So if I'm not, I might be mixing my my KOLs up there, but so anyways, the point of this whole post is like buy the dip, just bought more. The bottom is in. It's like, son of a bitch. I wonder if we're gonna go down sideways or grab some more. So as you guys can see, on that day, on the what was it, the 20th of December, Bitcoin was $94,000. What is the price of Bitcoin today? Probably like 94,000. I think it's in the 94s, 95s as of right now. So in fact, let's see. I'm going to copy post link. Oh, wait, no. Use control click to copy. You know, fuck it. I'm pretty sure that the Bitcoin right now is around 95 or something like that. $95,000, something in that area. It's basically been crabbing sideways since these guys said, you know, buy some more, buy the dip, bottoms in, all that good stuff. So we shall see what actually happens as a result of all that. But that's what we got going on now. By the way, our campfire is still doing good. Nice and toasty heat. My my right arm is much hotter than my left arm, but that's okay because oh shit, there was some apologies. There were some embers on the floor just now that I did not notice. So good to get those away. So anyways, just some funny stuff right there. We got some charts over here. French talking about launch their fifth largest bank, Bravo Papa Charlie Echo Group, announces plans to launch Bitcoin and crypto purchases in 2025. That's cool words, bro. We don't listen to the words. We got a market overview right here. This doesn't really matter because it's like, 10 days old. Crypto news just in. Russian central bank governor declares no intention to invest in cryptocurrencies. This is funny because this was 10 days ago. There's some more updates coming here very, very recently. For those of you guys that are in the Telegram, you will know some of the headlines that I posted earlier today about Russia and buying cryptocurrencies and things. So we're gonna table that thought until later, knowing what we know right now. Some news about some people posting some shit on Twitter. Boring. Bitcoin shot up to 96,000, hit 97,000. We've got Senator Cynthia Lummis talking about the dollar being a piece of shit and the Fed has a goal of 2% inflation per year. So Cynthia Lummis, shout out to her. She likes to talk a lot about why cryptocurrency is good and why Bitcoin is good. So give this a listen if you guys got a chance. Again, all this stuff can be found at t.me/news_crypto. This is where I get most of my cryptocurrency news. For those of you guys that do not know this already. But yeah, Cynthia Loomis, cool cat, talking about some cool stuff having to do with Bitcoin and all that stuff. Next, let's take a look at this. Google announced that starting January 15th, advertisers offering cryptocurrency exchanges targeting the United Kingdom may advertise if they meet certain requirements certified by a third party. So basically, a bunch of words that mean nothing, but that potentially tease opportunity for people to start, advertising crypto stuff. So we'll see what goes on with that. I'm not holding my breath though. Next up, the European Union exchanges must delist Tether USDT by December 30th due to non-compliance with MiCA regulations. So this one's actually pretty important. I might be crazy here. This is only my second cycle in the cryptocurrency sphere, but I think that this cycle is very, very, very heavily rotating around stable coins. So for those of you guys that don't know, Tether is one of the largest stable coins, one of the largest cryptocurrency market caps. And all that they do is they basically say, hey, we're going to go buy some US government bonds, but we're going to hold on to them. We're going to keep the inflation. And then if you guys want cryptocurrency money, like basically you tell your bank, hey, buy Tether, and then we'll give you a whole bunch of Tether, USDT, and then you can go and spend it in the cryptocurrency sphere. So that is essentially what Tether does. But MiCA is one of the new things that's coming out over in Europe, which is basically just like, hey, we really like the euro, we really like the dollar, we don't like all of these stable coins that aren't USDC and everything. And so all of the decentralized stable coins, whether it's DAI, whether it's Tether's not really decentralized, but it's like it's not something that they have the grubby little paws and control over. They don't like all of these things. And so anyways, if you're an exchange and you operate over in the European Union, then you're gonna be having a bad time. So that kind of sucks that you're starting to see Coinbase UK and Binance and I don't know if Coinbase UK is actually a thing now that I think about it. I know that Binance is looking to delist it. Mexi is looking to delist it. There's a whole bunch of exchanges that are delisting USDT, which kind of sucks because they're a powerhouse in the ecosystem. And whether I agree or not with the product they offer, I don't like it when exchanges delist things. That makes me a little bit disappointed because it's like we're here to use tools to get more powerful and do more stuff. So if like the government's saying, hey, you can't use this tool, it makes me automatically think like, oh, you must not be a very cool government. I don't like that. So give us all the tools. That's all I got to say about that. We got some more Bitcoin price action, 96,000, 97,000. And again, guys, this is still December 20th. So, this is not today. We're still 10 days away. Michael Saylor publishing Bitcoin crypto framework so the United States can lead the global digital economy. That's pretty cool stuff. Michael Saylor doing more Bitcoin stuff. Nothing new there. Always good to see some AI stuff. OpenAI talking about some things they're doing. Cool beans, cool beans. We like it when people do cool stuff. More news. Tether to close 2024 with $10 billion in profit and $5 billion invested, eyeing launch of AI platform in quarter ones. Big Bad Gains, BBG. I don't know what BBG actually stands for, but that's what I'm calling it. We got ARC CEO Kathy Woods talking about some crypto stuff. She's talking about price predictions and stuff. That's cool beans. Good job. We love the words, but like realistically, that's just nothing but a nice little campfire story for us to warm our cold hearts on. More news. European Union exchanges ordered to delist Tether by December 30th. We already know that. That's some fucking bullshit. I'm going to put the little angry mark, the little flip off emoji, and we're going to do the banana. Shout out to your friend Sami, who always likes to use the banana emojis in all the telegrams. Next up, some more numbers we don't care about. Bitcoin went up to 98,000, went to 99,000. Again, this is still, we have now switched into December 21 because it's 45 minutes after midnight. So cool beans. Bitcoin hit 99. Rumble secures a whole bunch of money. Cool. There's some more Chainlink stuff. Ooh, actually Chainlink. Yeah, good stuff for them. Chainlink unlocked another 11.25 million link 4 hours ago. 10 million of it went to Binance and 600,000 of it went to a multi-sig wallet, 0xD50. Cool beans. I don't care. That's interesting though. It's a lot of money. Kraken and Ondo donate $1 million each to President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration. That's pretty cool. I like Kraken. I don't know much about Ondo, but shout out to you guys for donating to a cool president interested in sovereignty. Next up in crypto news, Jump Trading crypto subsidiary hit with a $123 million fine over the Terra USD scandal. I don't know what that is, but and I don't know who's fighting them, so I don't know where that money fucking goes. So we'll see. Who wants to bet that it goes to some missiles over in Ukraine? That's what I gamble every time I see the government, taking money from citizens and businesses and things. Is it goes to things that we don't care about as citizens. Tether's CEO reveals plans to launch Tether AI. Cool beans. By the end of Q1 2025. I don't care about your plans, bro. I'm going to see what actually happens. Next up, Arthur Hayes unstaked a whole bunch of coins. Cool beans, don't care. Some market overview. There's some numbers that don't matter because they're over a week old. Bitcoin hit some numbers. Top trending coins. Who cares? More numbers. More numbers. Oh, Bitcoin hit 97. Cool beans. MicroStrategy names former Binance USA CEO Brian Brooks and 2 others onto the board of directors. That's pretty cool. We got the Fear and Greed Index. And again, this is from December 22nd. So there is that. El Salvador Bitcoin advisor Max Kaiser says that President Bukele has ramped up daily Bitcoin buys with an interim goal of acquiring 20,000 more Bitcoin. For those of you guys that don't know, El Salvador currently owns, I want to say 6,000 Bitcoin. So shout out to those cats over there. I just went to El Salvador recently. Super fun, super awesome. All the Bitcoin OGs over there taught me how to onboard people into the Bitcoin space, and man, is it fucking easy. So shout out to you guys over there in El Salvador doing all the cool stuff. Next, we got some more numbers that no one cares about. We got a chart. Again, this is December 22nd, so it's super old. Oh, shit, look at that. We've got some Ricardo Hart Corazon news here. So Richard Hart, the founder of Hex, placed on Interpol's most wanted list. I fucking love it. Some free stuff for us over there. That's freaking awesome. Yes, he was placed on Interpol's most wanted. Like I was saying at the beginning of the show, those guys are a bunch of silly gooses. So I thought that was fucking awesome. And anything that gets the name out and anything that gets the ecosystem out and getting talked about by the folks at home, I'm totally all for it. So that is wonderful to hear and good to see that Mr. Ricardo Corazon is starting to get some of the recognition he finally deserves. I wouldn't say he deserves to be on Interpol's most wanted list, but it's super duper funny, and I love to see it because they don't know about what's the word, risk diode branding, where if you don't want people to think about something, you don't talk about it either positively or negatively. You just don't say the name. So shout out to them for saying the name. Sit nomine digna. May I be worthy of the name. Good to see that Richard Hart is on the Interpol list. Very fantastic. Oh man, then we got some jokes about the stock investors being super sad about a 5% dip, and then the crypto investors being like, "Thank God we got a 50% down. More time to buy." I love to see it. You guys love to see it. We all love it, unless you're looking to sell, in which case, you might be a little bit sad. Next up, some unlocks. No one cares. Some Bitcoin prices, 97 again. Hooray! Some more news. Alliance DAO partners said on the podcast that they hope Bitcoin will not fall below 58,000 in the next 4 years because that's the liquidation price of MicroStrategy. If it does happen, it might trigger a crisis 100 times bigger than Luna and FTX. Cool. We'll see how it goes. I'm hitting the fire thing. I'm hitting the clown emoji thing. And I'm hitting the hot dog because this is nothing but a fucking delicious little campfire story. So we'll see if that's their price. I saw a video of Michael Saylor saying, if Bitcoin falls to $1, he'll still be buying it. So we'll see what goes on with all that. It's super fun. The UAE's cryptocurrency holding have reached 40 billion. That's cool. Some more market numbers. No one cares about that. MicroStrategy has purchased 52,000 Bitcoin just this month. That's pretty cool. Good job. Not a lot of people buying 52,000 Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit 96. Like I said, we're ping-ponging. There's some liquidation numbers. Here's some more Bitcoin prices, 55. We got Trump nominating Bitcoin supporter Stephen Moran to lead the Council of Economic Advisors, emphasizing crypto's potential in an economic boom. That's pretty cool. We'll see what goes on with that. But again, this is just a nomination. So there's nothing, I don't know if there's anything happening or what the case is with this. Again, this is still December 22nd, guys. So 3 days before Christmas. We are a full week away from that. So we're going to actually scroll through these chats a little bit faster. Trump appoints former college football player, GOP House nominee Bo Hines to lead the crypto council. That's fun. I'm going to put a little heart emoji. I already put a little fire emoji. And I'm also going to put a clown emoji because we'll see what happens with the government getting their grubby little paws in Bitcoin. Some more prices, some more inflows for the ETF. Arthur Hayes doing some shit with coins. Justin Sun doing some shit with Ethereum. Bitcoin hitting 95,000. Metaplanet buys a whole bunch of Bitcoin. Good job. Uniswap does some bullshit. Cool beans. Bitcoin hits 96. Pump Fund. Oh man, this is fun. Polymarket's giving a 97% chance that Pump.Fund gets banned in the United States by the end of the year. I thought this, as you guys can see, I've already laugh reacted to this. I thought this is absolutely hilarious. And you know, it's fun. It's funny to see what people will gamble on over on Polymarket. There's been apparently $276,000 of volume on this particular bet. So that's super fun. You guys get to see like what is the public opinion on what the government's going to do regarding Pump Fund in America. So that's pretty fun and fancy. Next up, we got Binance announcing the 63rd project on Binance Launch Pool. Oh, well, whatever. Decentralized Science, DeSci. Cool beans. Don't know, don't care. Ooh, this is fun. And you guys love this because we all use Telegram. Pavel Durov reported that Telegram became profitable for the first time. Total income exceeding $1 billion. Congratulations, Mr. Pavel Durov. That is fucking awesome. Shout out to you, amigo. I fucking love Telegram. I hope you guys do too. I'm going to put the little champagne popping. I've already got the heart. I've already got the fire. This is fucking awesome. I'm so stoked. I love Telegram. It's not the perfect app, but it is definitely my favorite app by far. Better than Instagram, better than Facebook, better than YouTube, better than everything. Like Telegram is fucking awesome when it comes to just like sending and disseminating information and all that stuff. So it's absolutely fantastic and good to see. So congratulations, Mr. Pavel Durov. We've got some more numbers. We've got MicroStrategy buying more Bitcoin. Of course, drunken Michael Saylor just going out there and buying all the Bitcoins. Price is dropping down below 95, below 94. Bam, balam. Crypto regulations in India. Who cares about that? Some more liquidations. Bitcoin went to 93,000. We're starting to get into December 23rd. So look at that, guys. 6 days away from now. Bitcoin hit 94. Then we got up in Canada, publicly traded Matador Technologies Incorporated approves to purchase $4.5 million Bitcoin as a strategic reserve asset. So I don't know who Matador Technologies are, but good work, guys. You're buying up our bags. So love to see it. Oh, look at that. I can actually go and look at people's comments on that. That's pretty cool. All right, next up, our favorite phone company, Nokia, files for a digital asset encryption device. That's pretty fucking cool. I don't know what that means, but I hope it means they're making their own little cold wallet. So that'd be pretty cool. If we got Trezor, Ledger kind of sucks, but if we got Trezor, we got Ledger. If we get like Nokia crypto wallets, like I think that would be pretty fucking sweet. So like shout out to Nokia. I don't know if that's exactly what they're talking about in this particular thing, but I think that this is pretty fucking cool. If Nokia makes what is it called? A cold wallet. That'd be fucking awesome. Shout out to Nokia. They've been in business for a very, very, very long time. I think they started out originally as a paper milling company. So shout out to you guys making your kick-ass phone products, which is what got you the brand that everyone knows today. Good to see. This just in, the IRS says that crypto staking is taxable. Oh no, I put the clown emoji, the laughing emoji, and I put my own little kissy emoji in there because it's pretty cool. And it's a good thing that we do hex mining instead of hex staking. So I don't know. What's in a name? That by which we call a rose by any other name. The point is that the IRS is probably going to try and take all your money, no matter what form it's in or how you get it or where you get it from or anything like that. So just be mindful as you guys are going out and interacting with protocols and things. So the IRS does say that crypto staking is taxable. Of course, they want to take your money. Some more Bitcoin prices. Ooh, CEO of Rumble. I kind of skipped over this one. CEO of Rumble has said that the creator tip options will soon include Bitcoin and USDT, which is Tether. So Shout out to Tether. Shout out to Bitcoin. You guys will probably be able to tip creators over on Rumble using those 2 tokens and coins and things. Pretty nifty. Next up, La Rosa Holdings to integrate Bitcoin and cryptocurrency payments for a network of 3,000 more U.S. real estate agents. Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't know anything about La Rosa Holdings, but they're doing real estate here in the States, and they're starting to allow people to use cryptocurrency to pay for things. That'd be pretty fucking sweet. So I'm all about it. Time to add more firewood to the campfire for this to be an excellent little campfire story. Special. We're going to also give it a little bit of air. Make it faster. Oh, man. Look at it go. Hang on. I'll move my head out of the way. Oh, that's fucking beautiful. All right. We've got plenty of air. You guys can always use a little super simple little battery powered air blower instead of a physical manual billows that you like gotta go like do all that pumping and stuff too. I like the little mini leaf blowers much better. All right, so good job, La Rosa. Excellent work with the campfire. We've got some more numbers. We got MicroStrategy talking about, hey guys, guess what? Surprise! We might be buying more Bitcoin. So who the fuck would have guessed that coming? Some ETF inflow numbers. Pretty cool stuff. Some Bitcoin moving around. No one cares. Ooh, this is fun. Or, well, it's not fun, but it's pretty terrible. But forwarded from FinWatch, North Korean hackers stole $1.3 billion in cryptocurrency this year. So shout out to all the baby dolls up in North Korea. You guys are getting a lot of money that belongs to other people. So whatever you're doing, it's working. Not necessarily a good thing to do. It's kind of a dick move, but you know, North Korean hackers taking a whole bunch of money. So make sure you guys, you know, practice online security. For those of you guys that don't know, we've interviewed Mr. Stephen Bates here on this channel. He's a good friend of mine, a real life friend. He wrote a book called Securing Wallets, I want to say. We covered it on book club, and we also covered it on special guest segment. So shout out to Stephen Bates. You guys should go and check out his book. We've put links in it in the book club episode. But yeah, make sure that you guys' security is up to date. Otherwise, you know, people like I want to say they're called the Lazarus Group over there in North Korea, or there might be some other names, but they might just take all your goodies, and we don't like that. So don't let them steal your shit. Go and make sure that you're safe. So that's it for that. Next up. Oh, and by the way, we've transitioned into December 24th. It is now, you know, 1:54 a.m. in this little news thing. So this is Christmas Eve day. Binance announces support for Phantom's rebrand to Sonic with FTMD listing on January 13th and Sonic trading pairs to be listed on January 16th. So that's pretty cool. Good job, Binance. Good to see that you are doing the thing in lockstep. So excellent work. I'll give you guys a little heart. Next up, the Russian government imposed a 6-year ban on crypto mining in 10 regions due to the industry's high power consumption, TASS reported. So we'll see if anything happens as a result of that. But basically, like, what happens in any scenario is the people with the money get the things. So if they're banning crypto mining, it's probably because, and I'm speculating here, I don't exactly know, but it's probably because the wealthy crypto miners are buying all the electricity and all the normal poor people can't afford it. And so who gets all the power? The people with the money. Who gets all the electricity? The people with the money. If the Bitcoiners, and if they're making more Bitcoin by consuming the power by mining it, then it's like, well, shit, that sucks for the locals. So I'm not saying this is right or this is wrong, but it's interesting to see the government take a step in and do this sort of stuff. So I'm going to give them the angry emoji, the clown emoji, and the little poop emoji just to show them how I feel. Not that the Russian government is ever going to read t.me/crypto news. Maybe he does. Maybe Putin's lurking in the chats, just ninja watching. Next up, we've got some numbers. No one really cares. Oh, just kidding. This is actually pretty important. Hyperliquid sees $256 million in net outflows as reports surface of North Korean hackers trading on the platform. That's interesting. So theoretically, North Korean hackers start trading on their thing, and then all of a sudden, all the money leaves the exchange. So that's kind of funny. We'll see what actually happens. Who knows if it's the truth? Again, guys, this is all fucking campfire stories. None of this is financial advice. We don't know if any of this is true. I'm literally just reading words that someone wrote on the internet. So you should always like have a little bit of skepticism like towards anything that anyone says at all times, and just kind of like take everything with a grain of salt. You know, trust only the stuff that's right in front of you. Go out and do your own research. Like, yeah, a lot of this stuff might be true. A lot of this stuff might be false. A lot of this might be purposeful. Like, I could be reading things that are designed to misdirect you. You know, I'm literally just here processing information and regurgitating it to you guys. So take that for what it's worth. And you know, don't necessarily think that everything here is interesting or everything is terrible. Next up, we got some people dumping coins. Who cares? We've got $96,000 Bitcoin, $97,000 Bitcoin. Again, this is the day before Christmas. That's pretty cool. Some more meme coin stuff, some stuff on Solana. Their DEX volume exceeds $100 billion for the second. It's the second consecutive month. That's pretty cool. I wonder if they're cooking the numbers or not. Who the fuck knows? It's a campfire story, so I'll hit the little fire. We've got on the morning of Christmas Eve, Bitcoin hitting 98, hitting 99. Then we got some news of PancakeSwap. Trading volume reaches 300 billion, up 180% year over year across 9 blockchains. So that's pretty cool. Shout out to PancakeSwap and their super cool cross blockchain swapping. If I recall correctly, what it is they do. Apologies if I'm totally butchering PancakeSwap's mission statement and what they're capable of doing. Next up, we've got Bitcoin could soar to 500,000. Yes, and it could also soar to 69,420, or it could soar to $420,000 in 69. Who the fuck knows? If Bitcoin creates or if Trump creates a national reserve, who the fuck cares what Matt Hugin says? The Bitwise CIO. Everyone's telling fucking campfire stories. Don't listen to people that give you price predictions, guys. They're literally just trying to, they're trying to put you in a frame of mind. So keep that in your back pocket and do with it what you will. We got some more garbage coins. We've got some more Bitcoin TA. Some more Bitcoin TA. Again, as you guys already know what the price has done, so none of this is new. This is interesting. So South Korea. So there's more than 15 million cryptocurrency investors in South Korea, representing over 30% of the population, as reported by the Bank of Korea. So this is quite interesting. 30% of South Korea, the people, own Bitcoin. So that's pretty. Those are pretty high fucking numbers compared to the West, compared to the rest of the world, where I want to say we're sitting at somewhere between 3 to 7%. So good for you guys over there in North Korea. We'll give you the thumbs up. We'll give you the salute. And we'll give you the write down emoji because we want to make sure that we keep track of this information. Next up, venture capital firm transferred a bunch of money to Coinbase. Who cares? We've got some ETF numbers. Who cares? Justin Sun sending some money around. Bitcoin announces collaborations with Tron and Sunpump to boost Tron's blockchain ecosystem growth. No one cares. Bitcoin hit 99,000 again. Again, guys, Bitcoin just kept flirting with the 100,000 mark, and it was so funny. Dropped again back down to 98. And, this is just the way that it happens. We've got a whole bunch of Bitcoin mutual funds approved by the Israel Securities Authority. And theoretically, we'll see the start tomorrow, or actually not tomorrow, day after tomorrow on the 31st of December. So that's pretty cool. So, like I said in the beginning of the stream, Russia. Dun, dun, dun. Russia says it is using Bitcoin for international payments. Hey, look at that. They talked about not necessarily buying cryptocurrency earlier on in the beginning of the show. And now they're saying they're using Bitcoin for international payments. We'll put the star, we'll put the heart, and then we'll even right click and give them the little flame emoji. So there you guys go. Freaking awesome. Good job, Russia. Next up, we got Turkey requiring users to provide identification for transactions exceeding $425. If only they would have made that number 420, they could have been so much better. So shout out to you, Turkey, for being a whole bunch of silly gooses. I'm judging you guys. Don't fucking do it. Don't go to Turkey. Don't report your $426 transactions, or just make a whole bunch of $424 transactions. Who the fuck knows or cares? We've got Michael Saylor here talking about some campfire stories. He's buying fucking $1 million. One Bitcoin's $1 million a coin. he's going to be buying $1 billion of it probably in a day. So we'll fucking see. We shall see. We're going to laugh at that and give him a little heart because, Michael Saylor's a zealot and he's going to do the zealot preaching. Just like, Richard will preach about Hex. Justin Sun will preach about Tron. Vitalik will probably preach about Ethereum. Everyone's going to talk about the things that they're doing in like a positive light. So like nothing unusual there. Putting another log on the campfire and hoping that it catches nice and bright, nice and hot. I'm gonna actually put a little bit of space in between this log that's there we go. This log that's been burning and this log that is currently burning. There we go. Got a nice little fire going there. All right, let's keep on. Keep on keeping on. Despite Bitcoin's 113% surge in 2024, most publicly listed mining stocks are ending the year in the red. Dun, dun, dun. Hey, guys, congratulations. Mining Bitcoin is fucking expensive. It's no longer cost effective for the normal everyday person to go mine some Bitcoin. So, hey, there you go. Fucking figure it out, I guess. We got the Fear and Greed Index still up at 79. We've got MetaPlanet being the best stock performing year to date. So that's pretty cool. I don't know anything about MetaPlanet, but good job, MetaPlanet. Multiple U.S. states are considering strategic Bitcoin reserves. This is from CNBC. That's pretty cool. I will see it. I consider, going and freaking buying 100,000 cards. Will I do it? Probably not. But I don't care what you guys consider. Show me the actions. Everything up until the actions is just a campfire story. Next in, Animoca Brands co-founder Yat Sui's X account hacked to promote a fake token. That's funny. Be careful whenever you guys see a new token launch or something brand new pops up and it's generating a lot of excitement. You guys want to avoid things that generally incite a ton of excitement because more often than not, that's the way that people get you. That's the way that people do do all the scamming and do all the tomfoolery is they get you with a little, oh, here's a brand new thing. Go click it, go buy it. Hooray. And then people get lost in the silliness. And then, that sucks. So be aware of fake accounts and be aware of things that make you feel crazy awesome or crazy bad. Next up, Bitcoin dominance. Oh, that's a token. It went down to 0. Who cares? No one. Well, maybe the people who bought it. Total market cap of Bitcoin and Ethereum spiked to 2.9 trillion from 900 billion. I don't know what this time scale is, but hey, there you go, I guess. I'm not entirely sure about that, but good for him. Some more technical analysis. Bitcoin's back down to 96. We've got some we got some meme tokens doing meme token things. Some more market overview numbers. Nothing incredibly interesting there. KULR launches Bitcoin treasury with the purchase of a whole bunch of Bitcoin. Hey, what a strange thing. People are buying Bitcoin. We're going to probably see a whole lot more of this. Breaking. Japan's prime minister stated that the government does not have enough information to consider creating a Bitcoin strategic reserve. Well, Mr. Prime Minister of Japan, I don't think it's that you don't have enough information. I think it's you don't know enough information. You can do whatever the fuck you want. This is a campfire story. This is the information exists. It is out there. Whether you guys want to go and find it, that's up to you. So, Japan, I normally respect you for a lot of things that you do, but this is not one of them. So, hey, as far as Japan's ability to do things that make Will happy, then you guys are starting to slip it a little bit. So you might need to get your rear in gear. Next up, $50 million of USDC minted at the USDC Treasury, owned by Circle, the same guys that own JP Morgan, or the same guys interacting with JP Morgan Chase and all that. So 50 million more USDC. Next up, Layer 1 blockchain does some cool stuff. Congratulations, $2 billion transaction milestone, or 2 billion transactions milestone. I don't really care. Oh, a $50 weekly DCA starting in 2018. Gold versus Bitcoin. Look at those numbers rise. If you just put $50 a week into Bitcoin, this is kind of where it gets you. You know, right now, 50,000, 60,000. You know, gold, 20,000, 20,000, 27,000, 30,000, oh, just about 30,000. You would have $128,000 uh of Bitcoin if you would have done this since oh man, when was the starting point? Oh, 50 in 2018, excuse me. So that's pretty cool to see. We've watched that nice little chart, put a little heart on it. Next up, the US Congress is expected to prioritize crypto legislation in 2025, focusing on key issues like stable coins and the FIT21 Act. Hey, look at that. More stable coins. We love it when Congress gets their grubby little mitts all up in that, all up in the things that we like to see. So, you know, congratulations for all you guys out there that are calling for like, hey, we want to see more regulation. We want to see more like goodies and gumdrops, so that way we know what to do and be good little boys and girls and stuff. So it's finally starting to happen. So I'm not terribly interested in Congress providing any sort of legislation. I like the wild west, but that's just me. Next up, some a company's stock went up since it announced that it's going to have Bitcoin. So interesting, 312%. Good job, KULR. Got some more meme coins. Swiss company Relay boosts Bitcoin holdings by 13. Wow. How did that make it into here? Strategic Asset Management, founded by Vivek Ramaswamy, files to launch Bitcoin Bonds ETF according to December 26 filing. Ooh, that tells me we're in December 26 now. So congratulations, guys. It's the day after Christmas. We made it through. That's pretty cool. We'll see what happens. Bitcoin bonds. Next up, some stuff happens on Jupiter. I don't really feel like reading that, but whatever. Some staking rewards. Bitwise to launch Bitcoin Standard Company ETF. Cool beans. Top gainer narratives for 2025. I voted on memes, but apparently everyone else voted on AI. So there's been 2,654 votes. So apparently AI is the is what retail thinks is going to be the top gainer narrative for 2025, presupposing that all of us in here in the crypto news, of the 60,000 subscribers in here, that like if we're any indicator of what retail is doing, then there you go, there you have it. Some more Bitcoin prices again back down at 95,000. Like I said earlier, we're just crabbing between 93, 99. So that's what's going on. We got more ETF numbers, some more price action. Crypto users lost a staggering $3.6 billion to pig butchering scams in 2024. I don't know what that means, but hey, that sucks. Money's gone. Caveat emptor, buyer beware. It's your own damn fault. Every single bit of money that I got taken from me as a result of my ineptitude is my fault. Just like every little bit of money that you guys get taken from you is your fault. And same for these people. Sucks to suck. And like, my heart goes out to them, but realistically, you just basically paid for an expensive education. So there you go. Floki Dow doing some stuff. Market overview with numbers. The National Bank of Cambodia has approved compliant stablecoin services, but prohibits unbacked assets like Bitcoin. Interesting. We're going to laugh at that because Cambodia, you guys are a bunch of silly gooses over there. Let's see. Where's the clown emoji? Put the clown emoji up. Yeah. Very, very interesting. Yeah, I think that this cycle is going to be the stablecoin cycle. We'll see where stablecoin wars goes. I saw your comment in here earlier, Nate. I will get to that when I see it on the next round of chat shoutouts. Whenever I get to the end of all of this media, we'll go to chat shoutouts and see what's going on over there. But yeah, I do believe this is going to be the stablecoin war cycle. So we'll see what happens with that. Next up, 96,000 Bitcoin, 95,000 Bitcoin. Some top gainers in things. So cool beans. I guess Virtual's protocol did 23,000% increase. Good job. Brett did pretty good, 14,000. Popcat, Mantra, Mogcoin, whole bunch of things. So congratulations for all your gainers in 2024. All you guys that bought all the coins that were going down and looking spooky and looking scary and things. It's time for me to adjust the fireplace, by the way. So we're gonna go ahead, pull that log over, take this. Ooh, look at that. Look at that beautiful, precious little ember right there. Oh, that is great. I hope I don't drop this on my chair. That would be terrible. I'll put that right there, back in the fire. Then we're going to take this log right here. So you guys can't see the fire right now, but all the logs in the fire are laying horizontally next to each other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bad mamma jamba, and I'm going to put him diagonally across. So that way he's still letting a little bit of heat rise from every single log. He's not blocking off the upwards airflow of escape. And the fire is growing nicely, as you guys can see. So a little bit more of the campfire stories as well. You guys got to learn about how fires are made and things of that nature. Shout out to all the local Boy Scouts that are listening right now. All right, so let's take another look back at the stuff going on. We've got Bitcoin hitting $94,000. Cool beans, more technical analysis. Again, this is December 27th now, so we are just 2 days in the past. You guys already know it. Bitcoin's in this same similar area right now, so that's what we got going on right now. Actually, so that log I just put in the fire is a pine log. This log that I'm about to put in is a more dense. I don't know if it's maple or oak, but it's a denser log. Much heavier than pine. Pine is very lightweight, so it burns quickly. So I'm going to put this heavier log in there, and it will get quite hot next to the log that is burning quickly. Ooh, burned my fingers there. So we're putting that in there, and that will burn a lot slower. But the fast action of the pine log burning up onto the hardwood should theoretically make it nice and toasty, nice and fantastic. So let's see. Solana co-founder faces lawsuit from ex-spouse over staking profits. Wah, wah. Stephen Ackridge. Hey, guys, sometimes it's fucking, like, I hate to say it, but sometimes it's cheaper to keep her. So this dude's ex-wife, Elisa Rossi, has dragged him into a lawsuit claiming that he made off with millions of dollars from her staking rewards. I don't know if I can know. It's a campfire story. We'll see. But, one way for if you're a woman out there and you want to get really, really rich and you're married to a dude who's really rich, then you could just divorce him or convince him to divorce you, and then you can get half of his stuff or somewhere thereabouts. It's not a perfect strategy, but it happens often enough that it's like it's worth recording or something like that. I highly recommend that if you guys are going to get married in the West, that you do it in a very educated manner. I'm not a big fan of Uncle Sam getting his grubby little paws into my interpersonal relationships, but that's a whole topic for a whole other thing. The point of this is that they're having some crypto litigation problems. So what's interesting is she's claiming that he took a bunch of her money from staking rewards and things. I don't know anything about this other than just like this literal headline that you guys are seeing right here with me. So hope you guys figure it out and you guys sort your shit out, and then you stop making like negative headlines in my crypto sphere. Give me more positive news. Top trending coins today. Hey, there's a bunch of meme coins for you guys. We got the fear and greed index relaxing a little bit to 72%. So that's pretty cool. We got some news from Israeli Securities Authority since December 31st launch for 6 Bitcoin mutual funds. So there you go. Over in Israel, they got some more mutual funds with Bitcoin coming out in the near future. This just in, some more numbers for the crypto ETF inflows. But this just in, tax agency to regulate DeFi platforms as brokers mandates gross proceeds reporting in 2027. That's fucking funny. So, DeFi platforms. What's interesting is that DeFi is decentralized finance. So there's no centralized, finance aspect. So that's amusing. We'll see what happens with that. These brokers must report gross proceeds from cryptocurrency and digital asset sales. The regulator estimates that 650 to 875 DeFi brokers will be affected. We're going to open up the comments for this. And yeah, it's literally impossible to enforce. Thank you, David Bell. That's basically what I was thinking is like, hey, it's decentralized. meaning there's no one that runs it. It's fucking code that you execute. You know, like what are they gonna do? Sue the Hex contract? Sue the Pulsechain smart contract? We'll see how that goes, Mr. SEC. So perhaps the SEC can figure out how to sue the blockchain and figure out what goes on from there. So that's fucking hilarious. We'll put the clown, we'll put the poop, and we'll put the little barfing emoji. So that's there. BlackRock and Fidelity spot Ethereum ETFs bought a total of a whole bunch of ETH worth 350-ish million this week. Good job. Bitcoin went to 95. Good job. Oh, here we go. I had mentioned this earlier, but El Salvador now owns 6,000 Bitcoin worth over $500 million. So good job, El Salvador. We'll give you a little thumbs up, little fire, and also the clown emoji because that's the government. So sucks to see the government owning so many cool assets, but you know, if they're buying our bags, they're buying our bags. Some more top trending meme coins. Crypto industry groups sue to stop the IRS from collecting user info from DeFi front ends. Hey, I like to see it. So fuck you, Mr. IRS. Eat a dick. And you know, you guys, I guess they can use this stream as evidence or something, but I'm really just not a big fan of the IRS. My mother wrote a book on how to avoid trouble with the IRS. You guys can go check it out. How to Avoid Trouble with the IRS by Christine Stevenson. We had her on as a special guest. We also promoted her book. If you guys want to avoid trouble with the IRS, I highly recommend that you, and you're a business owner, I highly recommend that you go check her book out. And yeah, it's good to see though that a whole bunch of crypto industry groups are suing the IRS for this sort of stuff. So let's take a look at what's going on in here. Not a whole lot of information. I was hoping for something more fancy, but it appears that that's all that we got in that realm. Let's see. Next up, we've got some more projects that are big TVL. We've got Robert Kiyosaki accusing BlackRock of manipulating the Bitcoin prices to benefit institutional investors. It's a fucking campfire story, boys and girls. Robert Kiyosaki is a public figure. He knows that the words that he says has an influence, and he could be very right. He could be very wrong. Who the hell knows? None of this is financial advice, so take it all with a grain of salt. Let's see. Oh, I accidentally lost my tab. There it is. Okay. So next up, Galaxy Research predicts Bitcoin is going to hit a price by some time. Cool beans. No one cares. A newly created wallet has accumulated 2,700 Bitcoin in the past 14 hours, equivalent to about $250 million. So from Binance, good work. I don't care. But that's interesting. Over 60 public companies now hold Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset. Cool. Love to see it. Some more Bitcoin market numbers, some more technical analysis. It goes back down to $94,000. Who would have thought? Then we got $35 million transferred from Coinbase Institutional over to Binance. Hey. Next up, $2.2 billion of crypto was stolen in 2024, with 61% attributed to North Korea. So says Chainalysis. That's fucking funny. Sucks to suck that they're stealing everyone's crypto. It is what it is. The Norks are going to do what the Norks are going to do. So $2.2 billion. That's a lot of dosh. We got some more meme coins. We got Cynthia Loomis again proposing Bitcoin strategic reserve without new money by reevaluating gold certificates to market value. Revaluing gold certificates to market value and exchanging them for Bitcoin. You know what could possibly go wrong? I'm sure there's tons of gold down there in Fort Knox and all that other stuff. So, hey, we'll just turn our Bitcoin into gold. But the problem, Senator Loomis, is that you have to exchange it, and in the exchange process, the value of one thing goes up and the value of another thing goes down. So, we'll see what happens. I'm sure she knows how all this stuff works. She's probably much smarter than I am. And this video is, a minute and a half long, so I'm willing to bet that she knows what she's talking about. But we'll see. The fear and greed index has gone down a little bit, and that basically brings us to right now. And look at that, 729 or 725 on December 29th. We've got the BitGo CEO. We're talking about multiple corporate clients. We're talking to multiple corporate clients right now about putting Bitcoin on the balance sheet. That seems to be a pretty popular thing. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes your little crypto news segment here. We've covered a whole lot of stuff in these campfire stories. Let me put my camera in the right spot again. There we go. We've covered a whole lot of stuff in these campfire stories. So we'll see what happens as a result of all of this information and all of these people doing all of this stuff. Realistically, I'm not holding my breath for any of it, but it's good to see what the people are thinking. It's good to see what's going on with the markets, and it's good to see like what's going on in the news. So now you guys got a little bit more perspective, and it's time for me to check out what your fucking perspective is. It's time for chat motherfucking shout outs, ladies and germs. So let's go on through all the chats. I left the last one that I checked was starred by Mr. Sham Jones. We're gonna make it. Auntie Carol will dismiss. Yeah, that was earlier on in the show. So I'll go ahead and hide that. So let's take a look at what the folks have been saying since I started reading. First up, we've got Tam Tam. Hello, Will. Hello, Tam Tam. Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Glad you could join us today. Good to see you. For those of you guys that don't know, Tam is the #1 cryptocurrency Pulsechain Hex cheerleader in the space. So shout out to you, Tam. Good to see it. Glad you could have us with us. Next, we got Moonpilled Rational Optics. Survival training at its fights. Yes, survival training, making fires. Making fires is something that I love to do whenever I go camping. Whenever I would go camping with my friends, or whenever we'd get together at someone's house, and like have a bonfire in the backyard, I was always the fire, not the fire master or the fireman. I was the guy that made the fires, and that's something that I very much love to do. It's all about airflow. It's all about the way that you stack the wood, so that way it continues to burn nicely and creates openings and like heat pockets and things of that nature. So survival training at its finest. Absolutely fucking right. We've got Tam and Moonpilled talking to each other. Excelente. Covering the tax document that needs to be signed by January 1st. I'm not entirely sure what that is. I think that's like the Bitcoin grandfather thing. I don't know anything about it. So, if that exists, I highly recommend you guys learn about it, because I sure as fuck don't know. So good luck to you all. And yeah, you got like 2 days to get that done. So yep, there we go. Moonpilled Rational Optics. Hello. There we go. So this is the link that I was talking about earlier for joining the Hex Guild chat where EcoBuilder is doing his little that's where all the information is being centralized for. Oh, excuse me. That's where all of his information is being centralized for his reality TV show that he's putting together. So shout out to EcoBuilder. If you guys want to be a part of what he's doing over there, then head on over to t.me/hex or hex foodies. And you do have to capitalize things. That does matter with Telegram. As far as I'm aware, it does matter with Telegram URLs and stuff. And here is his X. That is his X handle. So you guys can go to Twitter as well, or x.com/EcoBuilder, and that's how you find him and send him stuff. Next up in the chat shoutouts, we've got Moonpilled Rational Optics. Chat's reaction to Will's reaction to reacting to the news. It's just a reaction inception. Yes, broski, it is absolutely a chat inception. This is basically like how I get things to talk about, is I have to like look at stuff. So if I'm not looking at the news, like my mind just goes fucking blank, and I don't know what the hell like to sit here and chit chat with about. So I'm giving you guys feedback on you guys giving me feedback, and it's freaking awesome. Glad that we can make this little inception. Next up in the chats, we've got Mr. Moonmutt, a real life IRL friend of mine. Good to see you, amigo. Let's go 2025. You're absolutely right, broski. We've got let's see, today's the 29th, so we got the 30th and the 31st. So 2 more days until the new year. So 48 hours, ladies and germs, and then it's 2025. And then time will continue ticking forward the exact same way it always has, 1 second per second. It's said that every 60 seconds in Africa, a minute passes, and I'd have to double check on the math with that. So if any of you guys are over in Africa right now, if you could confirm that every 60 seconds there's 1 minute that passes over there, that would greatly help. So good to see you, Moonmutt. Welcome to the stream. A good friend. And speaking of good friends, we got Mr. Paul Sachs. Good to see you found your sleeves tonight, Will. Cheers to you, amigo. I wish I had a drink right now. I don't have a drink for some fucking reason. I normally have like a sparkling water or something, but I guess I drank it all before stream. But cheers to you, amigo. Good to see you, Paul. And yes, I all of my sleeveless t-shirts are in the laundry right now, so I'm left with only sleeved t-shirts until I go and do laundry again. So good to see you, Mr. Paul. Welcome, welcome. Nate is amused by his antics, and also he loves everybody in the chats. So we wouldn't do shows if we didn't have you. Nate's absolutely right. So we would not do shows if we didn't have feedback, if we didn't have audience participation. Actually, like when the Degen Roundtable first started, that's essentially what it was. Is we were the audience. We are just talking to each other, and they were like, "Hey, these are good conversations. Perhaps we should record them, so that way we could look at them later." And then I guess other people liked it, and now here we are. So it's like you guys are just the same thing that the Degen Roundtable was in the beginning. The difference is like I'm on a camera and I'm on YouTube because we all decided at one point like, hey, we can record this stuff and nothing bad will happen. So we absolutely we love you guys, and like we appreciate you being here with us. And it's so cool to like be able to just like have this conversation with you guys and all this camaraderie and build this community and do all this good stuff. So absolutely we love it. And Paul Sachs is giving Nate the little kissy face. So good to see you, Paul. Absolutely. We got Nate commenting on this cycle being, or that I'm correct, saying this cycle is all about stable wars and community takeoffs. So yeah, meme coins and stable coins. So we shall see which wins. We shall see. We shall see. Ondo is real world assets token, says Moonpilled Rational Optics. Don't know too much about it. I'm right there with you. I don't know what Ondo is as well. But we've got a rocket man headed to the moon, is what he says next after that. So we fucking love to see it. Next up in the chat, shout out to my good buddy Moondog, Love and Light, Pirates, Gypsies, Degens, my Fozos, and Proper Thieves. Shout out to you, amigo. You must have been watching the Proper Thieves podcast that they interviewed me. Shoot, probably about a year ago. That interview was from about a year ago. I posted up on my Telegram in the stories. Those dudes are freaking awesome. Shout out to Corbin and Andrew of the Proper Thieves podcast. You guys are freaking great. I love it. And shout out to you, Moondog. Love and light to you too, my amigo. And then he responds to the Ascending Man. Sure, the metagame is stables, real world assets, and memes, aka non-genetic units of cultural transference, as coined by Richard Dawkins in The Selfish Gene in the 80s. Yes, Richard Dawkins was the one. I'm pretty sure that he's the one that came up with the phrase meme, like memetic, and everything out of that root word, where a meme is just like an idea that is shared by a whole bunch of people and things of that nature. So you're absolutely right, Mr. Moondog. But there's also some awesome stuff happening in GameFi, art, community development tools from Better Communications Networks, i.e. the Pulsechain Mafia, Miami Metaverse, getting bought out right now by me. Oh, so I guess shout out to Moondog over in the Pulse Mafia game, where I guess he bought out the entire Miami zone. So that's pretty cool. Good to see you, broski. I'm a member of the little Telegram over there for the Pulsechain Mafia guys. I think the Gearheads is the name of the faction that I'm a part of. I don't really know how to play it. I haven't done a whole lot of research, but apparently it's a pretty cool game. So saith my good friend Larry, Crypto Kool-Aid. So shout out to all the Pulse Mafia amigos up there and doing all the good stuff. Next up, and this is a fun one. Moondog saying, Will, covering fake news while Pulse Mafia Metaverse literally getting sold out under all our noses since its launch this holiday season. Yes, I am covering fake news. All of the news is fake. All of the news is real. Everything is nothing but a beautiful campfire story. So, that's what we get, Mr. Moondog. I'm glad that you were able to buy up that entirely that entire little plot of digital real estate you got there. Next up in the chat shoutouts, we've got my good friend again, Ascending Man. Agreed, Moondog. I'm looking at being focused on PDI and the Hexagons and Pulsegons. Yes, absolutely right, sir. PDI is a cool little narrative. For those of you guys that don't know, PDI, I've got a little sticker here. PDI is the theoretical meme coin the meme coin with a story. Sami keeps talking about they're a begging for a pegging. So we'll see what actually happens. We'll see what goes on over there. We'll see if they're able to bring that token up to a $1 valuation, and if it gets backed or whatever the hell. There's campfire stories on both sides. So like you guys can choose what you want to believe. Whether you want to believe that like, hey, it's going to peg to $1, or hey, it's never going to go anywhere. There's so many people telling so many stories and so much like on-chain analysis and people being like, oh, this address did this thing and this address sent money over here and this is this liquidity pool and that liquidity, blah, 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 blah. There's so many fucking stories and so much possibility on both sides of the spectrum that it's like, just pick your fucking poison, guys. Like, who knows what's going to happen, whether it pegs or whether it doesn't peg. Like, there's so many things that we get surprised about all day. And like, we human beings are terrible at predicting the future. So it's all just campfire stories, right? It's up to you at the end of the end of the day to decide, like, hey, am I going to buy this asset? Am I going to buy that asset? Like, is Bitcoin going to go to $1 billion? Is PDI going to go to $1? Is Bitcoin going to go to $10? Is, PDI going to drop to 0? Like, nobody fucking knows. And anyone that tells you that they're like positive about anything is just, stringing you on for like a fancy little story, and pay them no mind. That's just the way that the world goes. So next in the chat shoutouts, we've got Moonpilled Rational Optics. She got the mine, he got the shaft. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, bro, you're killing me. You're killing me. Go get the fucking gold. Oh, I love it. And we're canceled. Yep, you're absolutely right, Mr. Hexagon Lost in Asia. I fucking love it, dude. Oh, this is great. Y'all are tearing it up. Oh, next up, shout out to my boy Zach Moore, +1 on Proper Thieves. I gave it a listen today, and I was glad to hear what you had to say. Absolutely, thank you, good sir. And I'm glad that I could. I'm glad that I could entertain and inform and do everything that was a part of the process with that Proper Thieves podcast. For those of you guys that have not seen me on the Proper Thieves podcast, I'll go ahead and copy that URL and throw it on into the chats here. If you want to go check out the Proper Thieves podcast, this is the link to do it. Over there in the YouTube. I guess I should type it out. Proper Thieves podcast featuring me. Yeah, I talk about all sorts of things in there. I talk about tanks. I talk about guns, or like tanks specifically in World War II. I talk about guns. I talk about windsurfing, cryptocurrency, like the Marine Corps, all sorts of fun stuff. Me as guest, or I guess I should put featuring Will as guest, since I am typing as the Degen Roundtable official channel over here, since I'm in the Mr. Producer chair. But yeah, if you want to go check out the Proper Thieves podcast starring yours truly, then that's where you can find it, is at this link right over here. Oh, that's not a link. This is the link, youtube.com/ all that gibberish and jabberish. So that's where you can find everything. So shout out to my good friend Zach Moore, an amigo of mine. He recently, we've been friends for over 8 years, broski. I think we're coming up on like either 9 or 10 here in the near future. So cheers to you, Mr. Zach Moore. Good to see you, broski, and welcome to the chats. This is freaking awesome. I will be hopping on Minecraft after this stream is done. So perhaps I will see you over there. And for those of you guys that also want to play video games, then hit me up at any point in time in the Degen Roundtable video game channel. Next up, the Ascending Man PDI video is coming out next year. Yes, I made that joke. Yeah, the whole, oh, things are coming out 1 year from now. Yeah, bro, I get it. 2025. That's fucking 4 days away. Congratulations, Nate. Haha, you've killed me with laughter, broski. I freaking love it. But yeah, for those of you guys that don't know, check him out over on the Ascending Man over on YouTube. He's probably got a cool ass video talking about PDI. If it pegs, we get 20 billion extra dollars into Pulsechain Core 3's Hex, Pulse, and Pulse X. We shall see. And that concludes chat shoutouts, ladies and germs. There is the YouTube for the Proper Thieves podcast, and there is me. Whew. Oh man, what a stream. This has been phenomenal. Thank you guys for joining me. If y'all have any final thoughts, then make sure you post it now, because I'm about to end the stream. As far as stuff going on in the near future, because we're at that part of the show, like I said earlier, I mentioned it before, I'll mention it again. My good friend EcoBuilder is putting together a Pulsechain Reality TV show. And if you guys want to be one of the contestants that competes for $10,000, then send him a video on Twitter at EcoBuilder with the E missing from the word builder, or join t.me/hex foodies with the hex all capitalized, and check out the reality TV show topic in there, and send him your audition video in there as well. It could be anything, super simple. You just like take a little like 1 minute or 2 minute or 3 minute video describing like who you are, what's your experience in cryptocurrency? Are you a cool person? Would you have fun like making this cool, fun reality TV show with a bunch of amigos over a period of 14 days somewhere in an LA suburb or something like that? So it's going to be super fun, super great, super cool, and I'm super stoked to see him put out this cool product. EcoBuilder has done a lot of great things for the Pulsechain community, and I'm super stoked to see what else he has to contribute and to give, and where that all goes. Let's see. Next up is stuff going on for the Degen Roundtable. So in the near future, we've got, let's see, today is Sunday. So we've probably got Telegram Tuesdays coming up. For those of you guys who are not already a member of the Degen Roundtable Telegram, then what y'all need to do, if y'all want to join the Degen Roundtable Telegram, is go to t.me. Oh man, I'm so not used to using the the producer chair. All the buttons on StreamYard are different. So if you guys want to, or what I would highly recommend is you guys go and hop on into the Degen Roundtable Telegram over here at t.me/DRT Delta Romeo Tango. Join now, and you'll get access to our cool little community. The next thing that we're doing is probably going to be Telegram Tuesday, and if we don't do Telegram Tuesday, I don't know a whole lot about those. Generally, Agent J or Mr. Dace Wilkin, or Dace Northall, that's his name. Getting my people confused. Mr. Dace Northall or Mr. Agent J will run the Telegram Tuesdays. Generally speaking, occasionally Tracker will do it, or myself or Brendan will do it. But that's the next thing probably going on with the Degen Roundtable. Other than that, we have our Whiskey Wednesday going on January 1st of the new year 2025. So y'all can look forward to a fantastic Whiskey Wednesday going on then. It'll basically be this, but I'll give you guys an invite to come and chill out on stream with us. I'll just send out a little StreamYard invite link, and then we'll see what goes on from there. I will very likely be driving at the time, so we'll probably be doing the podcast on the road, because I gotta head over to West Virginia. And on that note, that covers what the Degen Roundtable is doing in the near future. Then we've also got book club on Friday. I think I mentioned this in the book club Telegram, but I want to say that the next book for book club is going to be, oh son of a gun, where is it? There's book club. Okay, I found it. Book suggestions. The Curse of the High IQ by Aaron Clary. So shout out to Moonpilled Rational Optics again. The next book that we are doing, oh damn, I forgot to change the schedule. So apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I had December 27th Will hosting the obviously December 27th was 2 days ago, and we did not do book club 2 days ago. I meant to change that to oh snap dizzle, what is it? January 3rd. January 3rd, I will be hosting the Curse of the High IQ. Damn, I apologize, guys. If I did not put that out in streams or anything, then that's what the schedule is going to be. So December 3rd, we'll be covering the Curse of the High IQ by Aaron Clary. I've gone ahead and updated the Degen Roundtable Book Club Telegram, so you guys can check out the schedule and all the books that we're doing over there. I'll go ahead and drop that link in the chats right now in the live stream. But there it is. It is t.me/Degen Book Club. That's what's going on over there. We've got a comment from Mr. Nate McGettit. Telegram Tuesday with Jay the TA Wizard and Whiskey Wednesday. Yes, so those are the things going on in the near future. So absolutely right. And then on Friday, we're covering The Curse of the High IQ by Aaron Clary for book club. And then on Sunday, we'll have our standard news show, much like this one, but theoretically with more people. So if more people don't show up, then I'll just do more campfire stories, and we'll get nice and warm and toasty, and we'll cover the weekly news in the cryptocurrency sphere. And that's what we've got going on for the Degen Roundtable. As far as me personally, you guys can find all of my socials off of the Pulsechain domain URL will.pls.fyi. That's where you can find everything that I'm doing. If you guys want to stalk my Facebook, if you're going to go follow me on Instagram, if you're going to go check out my tweets on Twitter, or shit, I think that you can even find you can find my old link tree from there, where it'll take you where to buy Bad Idea t-shirts. And I don't own this company or anything. It's just like a fun little custom shirt that I order. But if you guys want to order the same custom shirts as me, then that's the place to do it. Yeah, will.pls.fyi. I'm just Will Stevenson X on Twitter, will.stevenson.iii on Instagram and Facebook. You guys can follow all my personal socials over there if you're really, really, really super interested. You don't have to, no pressure, nothing. The biggest thing that I could recommend for you guys is to hop on into the Degen Roundtable Telegram. One of the ways that you can do that is you can scan this QR code right down there. Ooh, there we go. If I put my finger close to the camera, makes it larger hand. So if you guys scan that little QR code with your phone, it takes you right into the Degen Roundtable Telegram chat. Or you can go and hop on into the chats by clicking this link right here, t.me/DRT join now. None of the stuff that we post on this show is financial advice. I just figured I would remind you guys all about that. And that's all I have to say about that. I had mentioned earlier that I'm going to West Virginia. So that is still the plan. Huntington, West Virginia is my next stop. And then after that, I'll be going down to Texas. So all of my Texas Hexicans down there. Oh, actually, this is a good time to shout out the Hexican meetup chat. So if you guys like cryptocurrency, or if you want to learn more about cryptocurrency and meet up with real people IRL, then you can go meet Hexicans at bit.ly/hex_meetup. You can also use t.me/hex_meetup, but I put the bit.ly in there because it'll take you to a specific message inside of that Telegram community, a little start here message, and you can just read through, and it explains to you like how you organize meetups, how you go out and meet people, how you introduce yourself, how you go and make friends and influence people and all that stuff. But the Hex meetup group, super cool. In fact, because I'm a nifty wizard, I'm gonna go ahead and pull up the Telegram for it. So let's see. Where is my share screen? Man, it's so different doing everything. Is a shout out to Mrs. Producer. Like normally we have Mrs. Producer on site doing all of the camera changes and all the chat shout outs and all of the the really difficult and important stuff. And there we go. So so this is the Degen Roundtable Telegram. So as you guys can see, I'm currently in the meetup pictures section. This is the name, like I said earlier, t.me/hex_meetup. We've got a whole bunch of people in here. There's 156 folks. Super cool cats and kittens. I've met up with a lot of them. So there's 4 pin chats. There's the start here, which is like, hey, this is where you go when you first hop into the Degen Roundtable thing, and it describes like, hey, this is how you go through the Telegram and use it to your best advantage, right? There's little introductions where you can find out who everybody is and like what they like to do and where they hang out at, Then we've got announcements, which is basically just like, oh, snap, I haven't been announcing when the Degen Roundtable is live. Oops. I normally just post when this channel goes live in there, but I haven't been doing that recently, so it would seem. And then we've got pictures and stuff. So like you guys can see like, hey, this is like people who meet up and do hex stuff. So it's like, look, oh dang it, you can't see that one. So like we got me and Crypto Sloth. Well, I guess you can see over on the side here. Me and Crypto Sloth, me and oh, there we go. We'll just do that number. So like me and Crypto Sloth, me hanging out, teaching people shooting, doing some partying, doing some hanging outing, all this cool and fancy stuff. You guys can go and be a part of all the cool hex meetups that I do or that other people do. But anyways, like it's a super cool place to be. Lots of awesome folks. There's Farmer Jay, hanging out with Farmer Jay in real life with my brother and Mr. Dartier. So super awesome, hanging out with folks all over the place. So this is crazy cool. You guys should definitely go and meet Hexicans. I can't recommend it enough. It's super fun. Like most people are freaking awesome and freaking great to hang out with. So shout out to all the super cool cats over there. How do I bring my screen back to normal? There we go. Shout out to all the cool cats over there in that little Telegram meetup. So the bottom line, I'm going to Huntington, West Virginia. Then I'm going to Texas. After Texas is done and over with, I'm shooting up to Washington. Then after Washington, probably going back down to Texas, and then I don't know. We'll see what goes on with this little dealio going on with Eco Builder. But if I get selected to be a part of this the little thing going on, then I might be making my way over to California to hang out over there for 2 weeks or something. But we'll see. My eventual plan is to make my way back up here to New Hampshire, though. Be back up in the cold. I don't know if I'm going to still be here by the end of winter time, or if when I come back it'll be springtime or anything already, or if work will pick up and I start bouncing around the States again. So I'll keep you guys informed. If you want to know like where I am and what I'm doing and what kind of meetups I'm organizing, the best place to go is over in this little Degen Roundtable. It's not sponsored. This is my own little personal community that I built, but the Hex _ meetups. So go check it out. Go do all that stuff. Remember that none of the stuff that I talk about here is financial advice. You guys are all in charge of your own stuff. And it's time. Also, shout out to the Brother 64. Thanks for the stream, Fire Tender, hitting the replay tonight. Good to see you, amigo. A good friend of mine, Mr. Sam, and Mr. Greg from the Brother 64. I'm pretty sure it's Sam and Greg. Oh, man, forgive me if I got your name wrong, Greg, or whatever second brother is. But shout out to the Brother 64. They make some great content over on Instagram, YouTube Shorts, and things of that nature. So these cats are super awesome. Thank you for being on the replay, gang, and we love to fucking see you, broski. A good friend of mine. We interviewed him long ago in the very beginning of the Degen. He was actually they were my first interview on the Degen Roundtable. So they have a special place in my heart. So good to see you guys, and thank you for hopping in with us today. So now I have to do the difficult part of the show, where I not only read the end of show copywriting, but I also have to find the end credits button and click on that while doing the saluting and everything. So I think I've got it all. Ooh, we're gonna do a little test run here. So check this out. Aha! All right, sweet. So we're ready to rock and roll. Okay. Ah, dang it, I gotta switch. Okay, here we go. So before we end the show, one of the things that I started doing recently is I started reading the Degen Roundtable preamble to the Degen Roundtable Constitution, brought to you by, I don't remember if it was ChatGPT or if it was Grok, but shout out to the AI that wrote this fantastic Degen version of the preamble to the Constitution. So, we the debauched in the pursuit of chaotic harmony unite to form a more questionable union, establish but strictly unregulated fun, to ensure a steady flow of libations and provide for our collective shenanigans, all while promoting the art of bad decision makings and securing the blessings of free-spirited vibes to ourselves and future party animals, do hereby establish this glorious podcast to indulge in excess for all who dare to live recklessly. Will you join us and turn down from what? I want to thank you all for spending your valuable time with us here on the Degen Roundtable. As Agent J often says, we know that time is your most valuable asset, and we appreciate you spending each and every bit of that valuable asset here with us. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Will Stevenson, but more importantly, you have been watching the Degen Roundtable. Mr. Producer, which is me, go ahead and get that trigger figure ready, because it's time to remind all the folks at home to remember to Degen responsibly.